But
Don't
you
be
know me,
asking me
man.
questions. I
This
give
is
you.
special episode, so
Yeah,
I
okay.
gotta,
I ain't mad at it though. I
I
like
gotta,
it though.
I gotta do it the right way, man. So we'll do it like that.
There you go. There you go.
Welcome to another episode of Respect My Mind. I'm your host, Rolando. With me, I have my co-host, Mark. Dominic. Antonio will be in later. Today, we have a special episode. We're going to be discussing the ins and outs of life insurance, and we do have licensed professionals here to break it all down to you guys. This is a very touchy subject for me. I feel like everyone needs to tune in and pay attention to this. Very important for your future, for your life, for your kids' future. Um, for your family that haven't taken on the idea of even obtaining life insurance. So, and after that, we will have a financial literacy session. So, hope you guys tune in. Um, I'm gonna introduce our guests. So, bring to the stage, you guys. We have Natalia and Karina Suazo. So we want to thank you guys for coming on, and I just introduced you. I don't know if you guys could hear me while I was talking while you were backstage. You good? Okay, cool. Um, are they muted? No, they're not muted.
No.
Okay, okay. Well, we like to start every episode off with a mental check. So first thing I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna give you guys an example. I'm gonna push it to you, Mark. So mental check, tap in, Mark.
Today, man, I'm at a strong 7, man. It could be higher, but mm, life be life and sometimes. So but I'm at a strong 7 today, man. I'm
Okay,
gonna keep it short and simple with that.
strong seven. All right,
Strong 7.
pushing it to you, Dominic. Mental check, tap in.
I'm at a 3.
God,
Below
we gonna work
5.
on it.
I'm at a 3.
Yeah, we can work on that, man.
We're gonna work on it, man. It's
Life,
like 2 weeks in a row.
life be life, and I don't know. I'm at a 3 though.
We gonna figure
Praying
it
for
out.
you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna figure out, man. Just let's talk about it. We know a part of it. You know what happened earlier this week, so
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Personal stuff. We keep that off the media. Um, so Natalia and Karina,
I
mental
would say
check.
on. I would say honestly, I love this question. I think I'm a 10. I worked out this morning. I did 3.5 miles. My
Oh,
wife did a training. We did a huddle with the team. This is my first podcast, so I'm super excited. So just overall a 10. Super
okay, that's
optimistic
Okay,
good.
what's coming up ahead after this.
Yeah,
love
for
to
me,
hear it.
I would be strong 9 for sure. Super grateful. I woke up this morning. I could walk, I could talk. I'm in great health. A lot of people don't have that, right? So
Hmm.
life be
Mhm.
life, yeah. But I'm very grateful that I'm here. So 9 for me.
Okay, okay. I
Okay,
like to
great.
hear that.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
I think I'm at a strong 8.59, 8.9. I'm just excited, man. I think earlier this week my mental probably was lower,
All
but
right.
once I was in contact with Natalia and Karina, it's like since that day my whole week just mentally got better. So I was glad that, I feel like we just for someone to notice us, outside of what we're accustomed to, and professionals in another landscape from what we do, and it just felt good. It felt inspiring, and then to be able to collab with y'all, it means a lot to me, and I'm sure my fellow co-hosts it means a lot to them as well, because
Okay.
our people, lack the information that you guys have, and
Correct.
I feel like this is something big that we all need to pay attention to. That we probably growing up in our early 20s that we probably don't really just pay enough attention to because
Right.
we just living life and having fun. So that's my middle check. I think that's it for me. We have another co-host, Tio, but he'll be in later. He's busy working, so we'll just keep moving forward. The first question I have for y'all are, what drew you both to our space?
Just the fact that we can touch people, you
Okay.
know.
Yeah, for us, it's just, one of our mentors says the person that shakes the most hands, that has the most connections, you're going to be able to touch more people, right? So you guys
Mhm.
have a group of individuals, your circles, that type into your show that allows us to really connect with them through your podcast.
And for me,
Mm,
Rolando and guys, it's just I feel like the universe brought us together. Like I didn't even know you
Mhm.
experienced that, Rolando.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
seriously, like to
right.
me, it's like man, like I'm just in the right industry. Like God put me here for a reason. Like we needed to do this podcast. You guys needed to pop our cherry for the first time, but
Right.
the message, the message that the world needs to hear comes from Rolando, like his story.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And we're just gonna bring the expertise to those people that need the information that they think it's not out there, but it's out there, and we're here to bring it to them.
Okay.
Thank you for that. All right. My next question will be, how do you deal with mental battles individually and or together?
Honestly, for me, I used to be really overweight. This industry has really transformed me, by the way. I think I've lost over 80 pounds. I just hooked up with my mentors, Chris and Erica Cobb, by the way. Send them some big love to them. Leaders really dominating the industry right now. Um,
Hmm.
and she told me, hey, listen, you're a little chunky, like you're a little overweight. And
Yeah,
sometimes
told you just
it
like
sounds
that.
just like that. And it sounds a little bit brutal, but she knows me on a personal level.
Right.
We're business partners for like the past 5, 6 years. So, she's my coach and mentor for a reason. You don't take
Hmm.
that personal. You go and implement something that had you maybe 30 pounds lighter. So I started working out. Like I said earlier, why am I at a 10? Because I put in 3.5 pound miles this morning. So I'm upped about that, right? So I would say having an environment,
Man.
getting a coach and a mentor, man. You don't understand how much is needed because they've been where you're at. And they're
Hmm.
going to be able to relate to you versus you going to somebody and saying, damn, you're going through that again? Instead of
Right.
having a coach and a mentor who says, hey, listen, I've been there, I've done that. Look what I did to get out of that situation. So I would say mentorship, coaching, and then I would say environment. Because when you're in a
Okay.
negative environment, guys,
Right.
Yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
sucking
I'll
you
pull you in there.
it
Yeah.
sucks
in.
the light out of you. And I grew up in a negative environment, not because my mother
Right.
was negative, but she was single, 2 jobs. Can you imagine the struggle? So
Yeah.
it was her nature to be negative, right?
Right. Right. Right.
I want to piggyback off of that. I like what you said, Rolando. You said at the beginning of the week, your mental was not at the best, right? And the moment you
Hmm.
connected with us, it changed. So one thing
Hmm.
that I've learned, because we've all been in the floor, right? We've all been in that
Hmm.
point where you're just a two or a three, even a one. But I think for you, the energy changed because now you had a project. You were working on something. So I've noticed that
Mm,
when I'm at the weakest in my mind, I'm idle. My mind is idle. So the moment I start learning something new, a new skill set, reviewing our business, reading, running, anything that causes my mental to like really work, I'm not in that negative mindset, if that makes sense.
that's a
Got you.
bar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
That's a
is a
bar.
bar. That's a
Guys,
bar.
and it's crazy. Three, guys, it's okay to be a three.
Hmm.
Embrace
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Oh
Embrace it.
yeah.
Feel that. Feel it. But
Uh,
make sure that the only way you could go is go up.
All
That's
right.
it.
yeah.
Don't beat yourself up. Whatever. Go up. That's it. And that's the beauty about being down. Like, just go kick some ass.
And then together, we just speak positive affirmations
Yeah.
to each other. I think as a couple, you're supposed to be that person that raises your partner up, right? If imagine the world's already kicking your butt, and then you come home, and then your partner kicks your butt more. Like, of course, you're gonna be down, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think as a couple, you guys have to work together. You guys have each other's back. You're working together. Might as well like positive to each other. Speak those you're a king, your woman should speak to you as is, right?
Yeah.
As
Mhm.
us, like, I need to speak to her as the queen that she is, and she speaks to me as the queen that I am, right? So I
Right,
think
right.
as relationships, that's how mental health is fortified in a relationship.
Man.
Mhm.
And guys, listen, we don't get this if you
Alright.
don't listen. We don't get this. You don't have this result without this industry.
The mentorship.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of power couples, and you're like, man, how do they work out? Because they work on their strengths. It's okay to fight.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
okay to have,
Your ups and downs.
your
Yeah.
ups and downs.
Disagreements.
But the
Yeah.
idea, we play for the same team.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Mm.
you guys need to know we're polar opposites. Like, I think from the interaction, I
Yeah.
think who's the extrovert, who's the person that likes the crowd.
Hey,
You
Not
can
me,
tell.
not
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I
We
can
make
tell
it
that before
work.
the show. I can tell that before the show.
Yes.
Oh man.
My
But
human nature. But
right.
I would say it's just environment, guys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Environment. Sometimes, the environment that we're in, it's not our fault. But if we continue to stay in that environment, it does become our fault. And
Right.
I think as adults, we have to look for something. And I've never done networking or anything. I've always had a job for 16 years. That's all I know. That's all I
Right.
grew up watching. So I was very intrigued with entrepreneurship. And then you get into a multi level marketing company where they really motivate you and inspire you. And, it's all this raw, raw, raw. And you've never had it. So you want it. Right. So
Mhm.
for
Right.
me, it's like I was so infatuated with the idea of being mentor and coach to become something better than I had already become
Hmm. Okay. So next question. How did the business start?
as clients.
Yeah, we were not looking for a
I
career
didn't wake
change.
up one day, guys. I didn't say we're gonna go knock on doors, go sell life insurance, go
No.
make money.
Yeah.
One of my dear friends from high school at the age of 33 passes away. And we're from the north side of Houston. Anybody from the north side of Houston? No?
No, I've
Uh,
been through there though.
all
Who
Yeah, I've
Louisiana.
been. Yeah.
who in
I just
Houston?
live here.
Okay, Rolando just lives. Everybody else is outside of Houston.
No,
Hmm.
I'm in East Texas.
Okay.
Okay, East Texas. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
He's
So
from Louisiana though.
So my friend passed away, and we did a fundraiser, and we were just at the bar, and I just looked at Karina, like when you have that aha moment, you're like, yo, like why don't we have life insurance? Do we not have money? That's the first thing I said. I thought it was very
Right.
expensive,
Mm.
and she's like, I don't know, I just don't know how to get it.
hmm
So we started doing the research. We come across this beautiful lady, Alice in the Winter. I still remember her name. She still comes around. We still have a great communication. And she
Mhm.
sells us life insurance. And then she asked me the question. The question comes here. She's like, would you like to learn how much money I made? And
Mhm.
we're hustlers, man. We're from the north side. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, teach me. She takes me to the tasting room here in the Uptown
Uptown.
Galleria area. And I'm like, man, this lady's bougie, right? You know? So she takes me there and she's like, I made $4,800. Guys, voluntarily, I wanted a policy. She wanted a policy. She didn't look
Right.
for us. I wanted her information.
Right.
So I
Right.
was people like it wasn't lack of money, it was more lack of information. And she fed me that.
Yeah.
And when she showed me how much money she made, I'm like, man, teach me. Think about it. Someone's gonna teach you? Like, I'm like, no one's ever even asked me, can I teach you to make more money?
Yeah,
Right.
it was mind blown because we met with her an hour, good conversation. She did our quote, she did our paperwork, literally an hour and a half between both of us. And what that 1 hour and a half
40,
paid,
40, $44 glass wine.
she made $4,500. And I looked at Nati and I was like, wow, she made $4,500 in 1 hour. I was like, I don't even make that
Jeez.
in a month. This was back in
Right.
2016. Like, I don't make that in a
You
month.
know what came to my mind when she told me that? I said, man, this is trapping legally. I'm like, why hasn't anyone ever taught me this? I wish I would have been 18.
I know, man.
yeah.
When I came into the environment, I was in love because I come from a negative space.
Yeah.
So you have
Mhm.
you have this space where they give you motivation, they tell you you can do it, they have you reading books. I haven't picked up a book in 6 years, in 16 years.
Yeah.
I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rolando was just talking about it. And
Yeah.
it was just for me, it was just life changing. I'm like, I just feed me, give me more.
Right. It's a good book. If y'all haven't read it, go read it. So how's business going currently?
It's growing. We just got someone on board from Hawaii
Yeah.
last night.
Mm.
So the beautiful thing about it, we did a major change last year. Pandemic taught us a lot, right? Our
Right.
industry
Right.
our industry, I want to say 80 to 90% of companies do it traditional. What do I mean traditional? Face-to-face meetings, door knocking, you're driving to your client's house, if your client lives an hour away, you're going to drive, right? So
Right.
pandemic happened and it really disturbed our industry because now how do we meet people? How do we make money? How do we cover families, right? So that's when the
Hmm.
virtual world was introduced. And we were with a practice company where we were just at a plateau. You're not growing when you know you should be growing like the company. And so we made a change and we decided to follow a company where they were making a huge impact. They were really innovating the way, the industry does virtual world. And ever since then, it has been the best decision ever. We're literally across the nation. We have agents in California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Florida, Chicago, you name it. And we're all able to just connect virtually, do trainings. I can meet with clients nationwide. So business is amazing. We're constantly growing. This is our first podcast, and we expect and we look forward to doing more, right?
Right.
We've
Right.
got more into social media. We're building our brand. People are starting to notice us, even though they know we've been in this industry since 20.
Yeah.
Now they're like, oh wow, you really still are in that industry. So it's just getting out of the comfort zone and just time to do things different to start scaling.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
And I think for us, it's just we love the industry. Like I told you, we were in the practice company for 7 years, and we followed Chris and Erica Cobb, and they have something that we never had at the practice company called systems and automations.
Yes.
Systems automations are freedom, and it's just like we're building a lot of agents who are duplicating the system, and it's just exciting because it's new to us. It's unlearning, relearning something new. So it's just like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, but it's constantly something new and
Yes.
just unlearning because we had to pivot because look where we're at. We're doing a podcast,
Yeah.
social
Hmm.
media.
Social
Eventually
Hmm.
media.
is to reach a million, 10 million of viewers, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like we
Hmm.
had to pivot just like the industry
Was
is
pivoting.
was
Yeah.
pivoting.
Got you. So we'll start with you, Natalia. What's your background?
Real estate.
Mhm.
Have you ever rented an apartment?
Yeah.
I did that
Yeah.
role for 16 years, guys. You know how you got recruited into your job, Orlando, and you got
Hmm.
started there? My aunt recruited me as a leasing agent. And I remember, guys, I was 18 years old making $14 an hour. I was balling, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
make
Right. Yeah.
$14, you couldn't tell me
Yeah.
nothing. And
Yeah.
guess what? I did that work for 16 years, but in the last 10 years, individual owner recruited me to work individually for him. And that's where I learned to make six figures. And you're
Hmm.
making six figures, you're balling, and but when you come into the multi-level marketing, six figures ain't nothing, guys. People
Right.
making
No. Is
250,
everybody making that?
50 a million. So you're just like, oh shoot, like you got to start from the bottom. My background is real estate. Like I told you guys, I didn't wake up, but I was already serving residents. I'm a servant leader, so like I was already doing that prior to this. It's just like I felt like I just needed to learn a new skill set and eventually get better, just like I got in real estate and crossed six figures. It took me 10 years in real estate. It took me three and a half years here. So it's exciting that
Yeah.
I'm able to do that, but I'm able to also
Yeah.
teach that
Right.
That's
compressed
different. Yeah.
and I've been a little bit slow compared to other people.
Yes.
So it's just like imagine now that we have systems and automation with our new company. I'm like, bro, let's go. Like
Let's
it's
go.
super
Hmm.
exciting. So
Okay.
real estate,
For me, I was in the medical field. I went the traditional route. I come from a family that go to school, get an education, graduate, work for someone 30, 40 years, and then you're going to retire. So I chose the
Mm.
medical world. My background was exercise science, nutrition. So I work with doctors, private clinics. So if you ever had to do like a stress test, pulmonary function test, get nutrition, like how you're supposed to eat, that's what I was doing right after college. And don't get me
Hmm.
wrong, I loved it. I love, like Nati said, I'm a servant person. I love to take care of my community. The thing I didn't like is even though I had invested 5 years in college, I wasn't making that much money. I wasn't making a six-figure income. And I remember having a conversation with one of my supervisors at the last clinic I worked at. I asked them, how can I move up in this industry? How can I have more responsibilities, make more income? He told me, go back to school, get your master's or a PhD. And so this was back 2013, 2014, where I started studying again to get into a program to become a physician assistant. So that was my background. I was in the medical world, and I tell everyone I was praying. I don't know if you've ever hit rock bottom where maybe financially you're okay, but emotionally you just don't want to go
It's
through that.
not there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I was there, even though we had the best of relationship, we had a home, Nati was making good money. I was just not happy with where I was in life. And then my supervisor telling me you have to go back to school. I was like, shoot, I don't want to go back to school another 2, 3 years. You can't work, you're in debt. They don't you and then coming out of
Mhm.
school, you're not even promised a certain amount of income, even though you were in school and you put in over 200K, right?
Yep.
Whew.
That's where I was, and but that's all I knew. I mean, in where my family comes from, very traditional. I have no business owners in my family, no entrepreneurs. So for me, it was thinking very linear. So
Right.
me, I was going back to school back in 2014, 2015.
Yeah. I convinced her though. I really did convince her though. I said,
Mhm.
that lady made $4,800 in 1 hour. I said, can you
Yeah.
imagine five? I said, can you imagine 10 now? I think about
Yeah.
15. That's all. As soon as I left that meeting, that's all I thought, guys. I said, dang, an hour,
I gotta get
48.
this. I gotta get this money.
I said, times. Oh, that's all I was generating in my head, calculating. I'm like, man, if she could teach me how to do this, like, so I said, eventually, like, we're gonna go fight at a job from 8 to 5
Yeah.
because you really fight at a job.
You
You got to
do.
do
Mhm.
that. You're fighting to become the best
Yes, you do.
employee. You're fighting to learn this. You're fighting to get that raise. You're
Mhm.
constantly fighting
Right.
for
Man.
something. So I was like, Karina, why don't we like? I was already falling in love with the industry, guy, the
Yeah, she
environment.
was.
Like it was just sucking me in, and I'm like, why don't we just build something for us? So I kind of convinced her, and I think it's been a hell of a journey, but I think it's a journey that it's serving, but at the same time, it's nourished us to be together. We're
Right.
13 years strong.
Yeah,
Like
we're
Mhm.
fighting for something
so
together.
it's not just making money, but it's also growing people, serving people, and at the same time growing
Yeah.
together. It's like you can't beat that.
Yeah.
No, you can't
Right.
beat that at
You
all.
can, like you honestly can. Like you go nurture a man's job for like 8 hours, 40 hours a week. Like we nurture each other and our business and our agents that constantly serve us and we serve them and we're growing and eventually it's profitable. Like
Hmm.
Mm.
you
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I'm really like just stuck right now. Like, man, this is. I
But
want
you
to
know
the
what's
next
crazy,
question.
guys? At 33, that's how I felt when I came into this industry.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, I was so fascinated.
Yeah, you have to find something. Sometimes you need to shock yourself, right? Like you're
You
stuck.
Right.
do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've heard this quote where it says, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, that is insanity because you're gonna keep
Insanity.
getting the
Hmm.
same results,
Hmm.
right? So I think
Yeah.
when I was stuck and Nati proposed to me, why don't you just try this route? I was like, what? I'm a person that I don't like to say what if in the future. And I was like, okay, let's go. I mean,
Yeah.
Mm.
what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Think about it, guys. What's the worst we're gonna happen?
Yeah.
We're all gonna die one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never seen a hearse like have a U-Haul behind it, right?
Nah, you never.
No.
So it's just like yo, like people are so afraid of things. I've never been afraid. Like we know how to make
Yes.
money. We're gonna eat. We're
Yeah.
blessed. It's
Hmm.
just like I just wish people had more faith in themselves than they do in a job.
Man.
That's a bar. That's a
That's a
bar.
bar.
That,
That's a
Oh, we need to
bar.
yeah.
start wrapping up in here. We need to do
That's a
like a
bar.
studio, like Suazo studio music. All right, all right.
Yeah. Man. I'm
So, but
telling you,
Uh,
the energy is
but
crazy.
that's what the industry is real. And mentorship, guys, and coaching really makes you get confident. Where like you have this language because I didn't have this language when I came in.
Right.
So it's something where it's like if you're chasing to become the best version of yourself, like I feel like this industry is just the right thing for everybody.
right.
Yeah.
Got you. So why?
Why? Why not?
Mm.
You very emotional.
Think about it. Why not?
That Russell Westbrook.
Right? Hey, listen, this is like a sport.
Yeah.
Guys,
I
people
like
make
Yeah,
it.
millions of dollars in this industry.
right.
People make millions of dollars in this is just like a sport. I played soccer, but I never played professionally. So guess what? In the leagues, I want to make millions of dollars because
Hmm.
I'm such a servant. I would like to change my community. Guys, you have all these Indians, Jewish people running your communities. Why not us?
Hmm.
Man.
Why not us?
They is running the communities though. That's crazy.
But listen,
Man, man,
listen,
man,
but
man.
listen.
That's so true.
When are we ever gonna learn from them?
You're right.
Hmm.
Right? I understand. Yes, we've always been this way, but when are we gonna learn from them? And here, there's an
Right.
industry that guys. My job is to own real estate in the future. That's my vision. But guess what? I need. I need capital. This
You do.
industry is gonna give me that Mississippi River that takes me to the dreams that I have in the world.
Hmm.
So it's just like I just always think that if we could just think like the Jewish, the Asians, the Indians, guys, they own guys in the north side, they own every gas station.
They do.
I say, you
That's
imagine if we
everywhere though. That's even in Shreveport.
but you know what I think? Imagine if we had a
Yeah.
syndicate. Imagine if we had a pool where we all bring $1 million and we go and get 10 gas stations.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We do. It's people
Yeah.
coming together. That's why I love this life insurance industry because, yo, Erica and Chris sold me the dream, and I said, yo, I want to partner up with them. So it's people
Hmm.
coming together,
Right.
creating wealth together. She's teaching us how she's making $100,000 a month. Do you understand that? Who's
Yeah.
teaching you in your community how to make $100,000 a month?
Nobody.
And then for me to pick it off from what Nati is saying, like I said, we said earlier, like we're immigrants in this country. We weren't born here. So
Hmm.
we came here, right? A decision that our parents made to have us in this country for better opportunities. So ever since I was little, I don't know. I just knew I was different from my sisters. I just knew that I had to do something different. And my mindset every time when I don't want to do something or when I don't want to get the no's or the rejections, I always think about my mom and my dad. I'm like, shoot, who am I to really just make it look like them sacrificing their whole life in our country to come to a country they don't know English,
Right.
right? They don't
Hmm.
know how the things work over here, but they came over here for us. And who am I to just throw that on the ground, right? So for me, is push it harder. I'm going to be the one that changes that in our family, right? So for me, that's my why. That's what pushes me every day.
And for me, guys, it's just why not? But like, we are better servants to society with money than without money. We already experienced what it is to be without money.
Money.
Right.
Yes or yes,
Yeah.
right? After all of us, we all experienced what it is to be without it.
You're right
So to
about that.
me,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all coming with y'all coming with that
to me,
sauce
it's just
today.
like
I ain't gonna lie.
if someone's willing to teach me, guys, and I can improve
Mm.
the lineage of my family, whew, you think I'm not going to do that? No one else is going to do it. So for
Hmm.
me, it's just how can I save that lineage where they say, man, that family did something special. And because of that, now you have a Bronny, like LeJane,
Yeah.
like Braun, right? So to me, it's just like, how can I transfer that into my family,
Right.
right?
Right. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So am I so you guys want to get into your slideshow or we can continue with the questions? It's up to y'all. So
Continue with the questions. Maybe the audience
all
have some
right.
questions.
Oh, let me read the
Maybe
comments.
you guys
Oh, we
have
got a
some
lot of
questions
comments.
for us.
Um my amazing. So you got some of your students or some of your team, your family in here. Ori, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Ori Curtis,
Yeah.
my amazing
Or Curtis.
coaches, Flames.
Licensed agent, guys. If
Uh,
you need some life insurance, hit her up, Miss Ori Curtis.
She's actually
okay.
Japanese, so she's
Oh yeah.
helping with the market, the Japanese market. Yes.
Yeah, she's running that
Okay.
expansion. How amazing is that,
Okay.
guys?
Yeah.
Look how
That's
diverse
dope.
this is. Do
That's
you know what
really
I
dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
growing up, like we have family in New York, so I used to love going to the city And I was fascinated. I was fascinated because you saw so many colors and so many faces. And
Right.
guess what you
Hmm.
do here? You bring in new hires, you bring in new recruits, and your team is so diverse. Like you get to reach
Right.
so many audiences because you get to recruit those audiences for yourself. So it's just like
You
it's
also get to
incredible.
learn people. You get to learn
Yes.
different
And that's
ethnicities too. Yeah.
correct. And it's easier to, because certain, like for us Latino, that's our market, right? Latinos,
Hmm.
Hispanics, they feel comfortable speaking with someone like us. But if
Right.
I
Right.
come across Asian, that's Japanese, Chinese, I need someone from that culture, from that community, because that's who they're going to relate to,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Right.
the
Right.
beautiful thing about what we do, and that's how we touch different communities. It's because, and sometimes people tell me, oh yeah, I've been approached before to do life insurance, but I don't think people grasp why we are looking for agents. Like, to be honest, the industry, we don't have enough agents.
We don't.
We don't.
Hmm.
So that's why we're always recruiting, right? You know how we just
Right.
had the NBA draft, we just had the NFL draft not so long ago, the WNBA draft.
That's the
So
same thing.
same
Mm-hmm.
thing. We're
Hmm.
always looking for our next star.
I always have friends
Yeah.
that tell me, "Oh, don't you get tired of talking about your business?" I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "I'm sure
Hmm.
Shane doesn't. Shane be
Shane.
sending me 152 messages a week." I said, "They don't mind."
Yeah. Next comment, Shakira. My coach is Rock.
Miss
Um,
Shakira, she's in Boston.
Boston.
Well, Massachusetts. It's another little town in Massachusetts, but yes, she's out there.
Think about it. Imagine
okay.
if we were just local. This is the
Right.
importance of entrepreneurship hybrid. That
Yes.
you're able just to hop on a Zoom, man, and we have systems and automations in place for duplication purposes. So nobody misses a beat.
Yep.
Nobody
Hmm.
misses a beat because guess what? We understand you're in a different state, but we have systems in place for you where you can just keep follow through, right? And you're gonna
Okay.
win like
Yeah.
that. I had an agent not so long ago submit a policy on her own with the systems we have in place, and she got paid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
Imagine I couldn't do that in person,
Yeah.
but because we have systems and automations in place, it's just amazing. Then you have Shanita over here, licensed agent. Look at them.
She has to give me
Yeah.
Shanita is actually in the Clear Lake area.
Lamarck area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Shadida. Shout out to all you, to Shakira, Shadida, Ori. Thank y'all for tapping in. We appreciate that, Divine Perry. That's Nunu, right? Shout out to you, Nunu. Uh,
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you, Nunu, for
Divine.
just
logging in.
spread the word out, man. Just tell everybody to tap in. Let's get back to it, guys. So, entrepreneurship hybrid. Explain to me what was that about?
Back then I used to have to drive 45 minutes and just pray to God that they'll open the door for me to do a field training
Or training
or
appointment. A training appointment.
a
Yeah.
training appointment or to teach another agent to see what I'm doing. Because this
Hmm.
business is not taught, it's caught. It's art, it's a skill set, right? So
Right.
now we can just hop on a Zoom. It's hybrid. So, there's some agents that want to meet clients that want to meet in person. By all means, I'll drive to them. But
Hmm.
half of them guys, they're okay with hopping on a Zoom and getting everything done in a through social through the
Yeah, a visual. Yeah, through a visual. Right. Okay, so okay, I get what you're saying on that.
so the end. I
Um,
feel like the industry is very outdated. Like there's
mhm.
people still driving to meetings,
Right.
like versus you having 10 meetings on Zoom.
Yeah. So back then, if you're in Houston, the traffic, rush hour,
Man.
people like to be out. So you're stuck in that rush hour traffic. Maybe in a day,
Mhm.
you're lucky to get 2 or 3 meetings, right? But now with Zoom, your possibilities of meeting goes up because there's no having to drive. You don't drive, your client doesn't drive, they just get in, that's it. Or they might be running a little bit late, but you still log on. So you're able to do 10 meetings a day compared to those 3 meetings a day.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I like my this next question, but well, not this one. Well, this question we need to get into too, but the question after this one is the one I think us three, me, Dominic, and Mark, go really like. But let's explain the six figures in real estate for the viewers.
So, man, you know how people say when something bad to you, like they just feel so negative and stuff. But I feel like after being in this industry, I've been taught that after dark times, there's light. So
Like,
I got terminated from my job at 16 years in.
Hmm.
And then I find a job with Brightside Properties, Dana Thorpe from Boston, Massachusetts, multimillionaire. And he says, look, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars, but if you do this, you make six
You,
figures with me.
you should say what you started with him so people know.
Yeah, I started with 35K, but I
mhm,
finished making low six figures with him.
120. Yeah.
So to me was just like I feel
opportunity.
like because I got terminated, God said you needed to end this cycle because listen, someone else is going to teach you something you've never learned before.
Right.
So
Right.
that's how I made six figures, guy. Dana Thorpe, he was extremely tough. Tough love. I would call him and I'd be like, hey, listen, such and such. He's like, Nat, I pay you X amount of dollars for you to handle that. Figure it out.
Right.
Damn.
That was his language.
Yeah.
But
Straight up.
guys, like people who make six figures have more responsibilities. Yes or yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So to me, it was just
I like the way she did that.
no, guys.
Yes
It's
or yes.
Yes.
isn't
Yes.
it facts? Am I not spitting facts right now?
That's
We should be
facts.
having
It's
like a little
facts.
segment after this.
It's all facts. It's all facts. No, you're not. No, for real. But
So, and then another thing that really allowed me to make six figures with him was because I never said no to him. I wanted to learn. I was a student. I was like, man, eventually this is teaching me something. I always feel like God places me in places where I need to be, and then He says, "Not exit time."
Hmm.
Right.
So,
man, that's so true. Yeah.
understanding that I had already made six figures, someone teaching me how to make $4,800 in an hour for me was a matter of belief, which I already believe in myself because I have a mother that's always believed in me. But now it's just a matter of learning a skill set.
Right.
And now,
Thanks.
it's Dana was never gonna pay me 250 a year, guys. That was bullshit.
No.
But
Hmm.
Right.
this industry can pay me 250, a half a million, a million, and someone
Right.
can teach me their tactics, and eventually I can duplicate them and have a massive team that takes me to where I need to go. Yep.
Got you. So here it is. Why leave a job? Because we've all three of us, done we done
Well,
left the
you know
job.
what? That's why you could be a hybrid entrepreneur. You don't have to leave your job. Why not do
Mhm.
both?
That's the beautiful thing about this new opportunity that people don't have to, and like many, like those sayings say, do your job 9 to 5, but after your job, you work on your dreams, right? So we did that
Mhm.
for a whole year. Well, Nati did it less. She didn't have an
Yeah.
option. It's pretty funny what happened to Nati, right? But
Yeah, I was let go because someone ratted me out. But you know,
Yeah. Man. Rats.
but I'm telling you, but what I'm telling you is
Correct.
God's always positioning you.
yeah,
It's your
Yeah.
decision to take it.
yeah, do both.
Right.
It's your
Yeah, that's
decision
right,
to
Marsh.
take it.
It's
And
both.
Yeah. No, and Marsha the Menace, yeah,
licensed agent too.
she definitely do both. I agree with
Hmm.
it. When we started in the industry, I think I jumped the gun too fast and I quit my job. I wasn't. If you would have met me 7 years ago, super timid, super shy, didn't talk to anyone, and I just Nati was like, "Hey, let's do this." I was like, "Okay, let's do this." I quit everything. We have savings for about a year, so we're good. But savings start going down really, really fast, right? So
Man.
if I had to
Hmm.
do everything again, I would say keep your job until you fully have the skill set that you need and you already start replacing the income you're making at your job. So yes, hybrid entrepreneurship is that. You still have your job, but you're working on your dreams and then eventually you could let that job go.
So why leave a job, guys? We're not saying leave a job right off the back, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
Obviously,
Right.
Right.
you need some money to learn a skill set, to have some savings, something that you can fall back. But eventually, guys, aren't you tired of building another man's dream?
Man, man,
Like,
Yep.
like,
bars,
like this industry has
bruh,
taught me that I want my kids to
bruh.
wear my jersey. I want them to wear
This
my last name. So, like,
look,
the question would be with another question: aren't you tired of
this shit
popping
mind-boggling.
out
This,
and working for and serving another man instead of serving you and your family and building something little by
I can
little.
tell you that one man down in that right bottom corner.
Uh-huh.
He can give you. He can go all day about serving another man's company, all that man, and
Yep.
that he can give you. Oh my
Guys, here you
God,
have an
that
opportunity.
that's
Guys, here you
that's
have
a
an opportunity that you can learn part-time sometimes and just get better and better where eventually you can leave your job.
man.
Like,
Woo. Oh, licensed agent and artist. Hey, kudos to Marshall Menace. All around all star, superstar, the LeBron of artistry, and everything. You just do everything,
okay, I have
don't
a question for you guys. This just came to my head right now. What do you guys think about LeBron and Bronny?
I
What's your
love it.
take on that? I want to hear
I
from other
love it.
guys, and I'm not going to say a word because I talk a lot. Go ahead.
For me, I don't look at it from the basketball aspect. I think Bronny's a excellent basketball player, but aside from that, just being a father, I can appreciate a father like using his name or his clout to give his son opportunity. So I I love it though.
Perfect. What about
So I
you?
mean, for me, everybody knows I'm not a LeBron fan, and I don't care what nobody got to say. I
I
don't
see him
like.
here.
Yeah,
I don't like. I do not like LeBron on the court. I
he's
love
a big
LeBron
hitter.
off the court. I love LeBron off court. Off court LeBron, that's my guy. On court LeBron, I could care less. He could miss 50 shots. I would be happy as hell. But what he does for his son, man, that's every man's dream
Right.
to be able to put their son in a position to succeed. And even if you fail, you're in my field, so I can show you how to get back up. I can show you how to not even fail, actually. I can show you how to be consistent in my field. So I love it. And everybody, it's a
Auto.
lot of people complaining, but that's the way the world works. Steve. People don't know
Yeah.
how to stay positive. You know, Somebody got to be negative. The balance of the world would be off if everything was positive.
I
You know,
think I think the crazy part about it is that Bronny don't need basketball. Like even outside
exactly.
of basketball, he got his own name outside of LeBron, and it's
Yeah.
like, so he
Dude was a
choosing to play
dude.
basketball.
Dude was a gamer, if I'm not believing. He was real
Yeah, he's
good
a
at it.
gamer. Yeah, he's a
So
gamer. He got I
yeah,
want to
man.
say like real estate and all that. Like he's invested in a lot of different businesses, but it's like I would want my dad to do that for me if I wanted to do that. So
Exactly.
I love.
And
You
you know
you
what?
better do it.
I feel like people who like say negative things about the whole situation is that I feel like those people probably hurt inside that they wish someone
Mm,
would have done that for them.
mm.
And my answer to those people is like, why don't you become that person for somebody in your lineage?
Yes.
That's another
Uh-huh.
Yep.
bar.
Just change
True.
it around.
Yep.
That's
Shout
Stop
another
out to you,
being
bar.
Bird.
worried about you not having somebody and go be that somebody for somebody in
Somebody
your
else.
lineage.
All right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
The Johnny knows is bigger than just
A
basketball.
hundred percent, Virgie. We gotta link up.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Especially for us minorities, guys. You know, Karina went to podiatry school in Independence, Ohio. And I
Yeah,
remember we went to Akron, Ohio. Guys, like having LeBron be where he's at, whatever he needs to do where he's at, like it's an
It's
accomplishment.
huge.
it
It's a
is,
Mhm.
big, like for you to get out of the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy
man.
comes from the mud, from the gutter. Like to me, it's just like anybody who hates on the whole situation is they need to heal a little trauma because someone did it to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
There's somewhere in there.
That's
Some
a
trauma in
big.
there.
That's a. So Dominic, what's your take on the question? That's a big LeBron fan, so he calls him Lego.
I don't know
I
about it
really
being
might.
legal.
I might need to mute him right now because I don't like the way he.
It's straight goat activity. We all know. We all know that other guy could never do anything like that. He didn't
Who is the other
have.
guy?
He didn't.
Don't you?
That other
The
guy,
be- the,
man.
the greatest of all time.
Oh,
That other guy. He could
Pee Wee?
never. Um.
MJ, Michael Jordan.
Oh,
It's. I think it's actually a monumental deal. I don't think it's something that'll ever be done again. But there's a lot of things the goat has done that would never be done again. So I
Oh my
mean, it was
god,
just another
man.
staple as to the power and the greatness of LeBron. So
I don't like the pedestal because he
I
talking
do like
on.
the flowers. I do like the flowers, but I don't like the GOAT just being thrown like that.
it's gotta be, man. It's just gotta be.
I think he's the goat in body and lasting,
Hmm.
but in that leadership,
Yeah,
Leadership.
look at him. Look at him. Uh oh.
Well, I
leadership,
mean,
leadership wins championships.
Mm.
he
They don't
has. He's
lose.
got four of those.
4 out of 10. 40%.
Listen, don't
That's
count
a
that bubble, man. Don't disrespect the
Hold
NBA
on,
like that.
hold on.
that's a bad
He should.
percentage.
He should. Hold on. He should have
Well, you're probably counting the one
at
that they won
least
that little
five.
tournament, huh?
Oh, you talking about
Oh,
the
the
end
bubble,
season?
the bubble, the
The end
bubble.
season?
He should
Yeah, the end
have.
Oh,
season. Is that the one you're celebrating?
No, 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 no,
You
no,
know,
no.
Kobe
They
will
don't
be
even
crying
count.
right now. Kobe Bryant will be crying if you were to be celebrating that.
No, that doesn't even count.
the
Oh,
bubble ring.
the
I think
bubble
it's talking
ring
about
is
the bubble
valid.
ring.
Oh,
Oh,
hold on, hold
whatever.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
Okay,
on.
that's a good. Yeah.
Oh, I just seen that. You tapped that in, Mark? In his defense, he never claimed the GOAT title. It was kind of thrown to him. That's true. I still don't like him.
I
People
mean, hold
out
on,
there, I like him.
but he did start claiming the GOAT title in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
He
Well, you
did.
know, guys, like in
He
this
did.
industry, I kind of got to give it to him the fact that he kind of self believes that he is. You know,
He's confident.
he's confident. You can't take that away from Brian. I think that's one of the things that's most attractive about him.
Yeah.
But he is not the GOAT, FYI.
Bars. Back to the
Who?
episode.
Oh man,
Oh, oh,
look at him.
We
Look
about
at
to
him.
we
say
Look at
can.
him down
who is
there.
the GOAT?
We can debate that all day,
Yeah, general discussion.
all day.
We have a slideshow for the viewers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Natalie and Karina have a slideshow for the viewers, and we're gonna get into it. So the
I
screen
feel
is
like
gonna go
time
into
is
this.
flying by.
Yes.
Yeah, we only have 2 hours also, so yeah, we'll get to it, y'all. So let's get the viewers what they tapped in for. So here we go. I'll let you take over the hosting, Natalie and I
Yeah.
mean Natalia and Karina. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, guys, this is me. Like I told you, I was introduced into, I was recruited. Listen, guys, you're always recruited into something, to doing something good, something bad, into a job. I was recruited into this industry as a leasing agent. And one of the things that I love doing is serving children. Because I remember as a child, mommy had two jobs. So it was me, and my two sisters, and we used to have to handle each other as adults because mommy had to work two jobs. So this kids kind of had a similar up growing up like mine. And I was like, man, like if I can give these kids a little bit something. So I was extremely good in the industry as far as having resident retention. I was a rock star resident retention, and I love doing for things for my community where I can uplift their spirit because as a kid, sometimes you can be light to a lot of people. Sometimes we choose not to, and I feel like I've always chose that, and that's why I love the real estate industry because you're always touching people. Go ahead.
Yeah, and this was actually the last clinic that I worked for, and like I said earlier, I was in the medical field for the same aspect. And this guy right here, Dr. Goyle, and nurse practitioner Peter, they were really working on something neat when I left the industry. They were really impacting the medical industry in a whole different way, targeting people to have affordable health insurance, health coverage. Sometimes you go to the hospital and you're like, man, why is it like $100 for a lab test? Why is it $1,000 for an MRI? So they were really creating a network, and I was so fascinated with what they were doing. So, but I left, to pursue my own dreams and impact my community in a whole different way. But I was very fortunate to work alongside some individuals that were really impacting the community. But that was me as an exercise physiologist.
And this is us guys, like,
So when we started in the industry, if you look in the left hand picture, that's us with Patrick Bet David. That was actually the person that really sold us the vision of being in this industry and making our name for ourselves, right? Patrick Bet David, if you guys don't know him, he has his own podcast as well. His owns several businesses. He's a minority owner of the New York Yankees. So we were fortunate enough to learn a lot about business from him, right? Just general, but also in the industry. And then today, we our new mentors is Chris and Erica Cobb. We've known them for over 5 years. We saw them grow. They grew so much faster than us, and so we realized they knew something that we didn't know. And those are the mentors that we're working with. They're founders of Chosen Agency. They're the ones that are totally innovating the industry right now with the type of virtual platform that they have. But if it wasn't for these mentors here, I don't think it would be the people that you see now.
yeah.
And this is growth and transformation. I love these pictures because if you look at the upper left hand corner, that was us. Nati
Yeah.
came in. She had dreads, guys, and right
Yeah,
here,
I was just gonna ask that.
So
Yeah.
everybody's face when they see dreads doesn't be like,
they can't believe it. She had dreads. I think they went all the way up to I think your mid back, right by
my
your
butt.
waist. Yes.
Can I share my story why I got dreadlocks?
Sure, go ahead.
So when I'm from Honduras, and in Honduras you have the southern part, which is people lighter, like my color, and then in
Mm,
Honduras, the northern part is Garifunas, African Garifunas. And we used to go
right.
to La Ceiba, and there was the festival, and I grew up seeing little girls with dreadlocks. And as a kid, you always want what you don't have. You have straight hair, you want curly hair. And I remember telling my mom, I said, Mom, I want them. I remember being a little girl, being fascinated with them. And my mom was like, Nope, you're never getting them. And I remember looking at her and thinking to myself, this is me as a kid, guys. Look how much I believe in myself. I said, one day I'm going to get those dreadlocks. And I don't know when, but I will. I got them when I was, what, 30? No, maybe 32,
No.
30.
Mhm.
I had them for 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because, I don't have the kinky hair, I have the straight hair. So I
Right.
had to use
Yeah.
a different method, which was the crochet method. But I have Tasha that's in Dallas now. She was a loctician, and literally, she used to make my head go crazy for 8 hours.
So
So that's how we came
Yeah.
into the industry. Not the dreads. I'm gonna be honest. In that picture, we're not confident. We don't know what we're doing. We're new in the industry. This is year 2017. We're newly brokers. Fast
Mhm.
forward a blue picture. That's us 2019, 2020. And now here, life, like Dominic said, life is life in. We're
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. We've been in the game now, what, 3 years, 4 years. We've experienced some stuff you think you've never had to experience, but you see the growth where we're more confident. The middle picture on the top, that is year 2022. Definitely 2022. We have a whole, I want to say, 180-degree turnaround for sure. We understand what we're doing. We're not easily manipulated. We're not easily overlooked. Client wise, we're great with clients. We know what they need. Um, the bottom picture with the purple, that is, what is it? That's January this
Yeah,
year.
January.
January of this
Mhm.
year, completely transforming our lives, completely touching our team in a whole different way, having better customer service with our clients. And now the green
Mhm.
picture over here is we're excited. We're excited. We're very optimistic. I think we've done any mistake and that you could think of when it comes to business, but having a mentors on our back, like, and as well as amazing sidelines that they might be doing something that they're killing it. We're just excited, and you could just see. I mean, I could look at every picture, and I wish we had more time, so I know exactly the feelings that I get from the time
Yeah.
when those
right.
pictures were taken. So it's very emotional when we look
Mhm.
at these pictures, but we're excited.
And I
Oh
think,
yeah.
Yeah.
guys, that's what this industry allows you to do as a human, as a person, is that it gives you that personal growth, and it
Right.
gives you
Right.
something to look forward. Like,
Yes.
man, what's that going to look like in the next 5 years? Like, where's her mindset going to be? What's her health going to look like? So it's something to always look forward. And I believe that if people had this in their lives, they wouldn't be stagnant. There wouldn't be so much depression. there wouldn't be so much
Mhm.
anxiety because you're constantly working towards something good. And remember, an
Mhm.
idol's mind,
Yeah.
it's the devil's playground.
Yes.
Mhm. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and each picture is you look for a way to be better than the picture before,
Correct.
basically.
Yes. You're always
You know,
reinventing yourself.
Is that a
Yes.
bar?
right? So that's a bar, man. It makes me want to start taking pictures, taking more pictures. You know,
Because
Yes.
but
guess what, guys? No one's gonna give you flowers. Not many people give their flowers today. So why don't you give yourself your flowers?
Yes.
Mm,
right.
mm.
So we have a video.
Hi, this is Natalia Suazo, your favorite life insurance agent, and I wanted to share with you guys 3 reasons why everyone needs life insurance. The very first one's die too soon. Well, you know what's crazy? I'm turning 41. I know I look young, but I lost my uncle at the age of 41. He was only 41. So number one, die too soon. Number two, get sick, guys. My brother suffered a stroke. It took care of that. So if you get sick, any illnesses such as heart attacks, stroke, or cancer, it gets taken care of. Number three is we're living too long, right? Women are living past age 87 and men are living past age 82. It takes care of that. So number three is live too long. To learn more and get a free quote, drop a comment below.
Hmm. So do you guys want to speak on that, or you want me to replay the video? Because I'm gonna replay the video actually. Let me replay the video. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
replay that.
Yeah, that was really.
Hi, this is Natalia Suazo, your favorite life insurance agent, and I wanted to share with you guys 3 reasons why everyone needs life insurance. The very first one's die too soon. Well, you know what's crazy? I'm turning 41. I know I look young, but I lost my uncle at the age of 41. He was only 41. So number one, die too soon. Number two, get sick, guys. My brother suffered a stroke. It took care of that. So if you get sick, any illnesses such as heart attacks, stroke, or cancer, it gets taken care of. Number three is we're living too long, right? Women are living past age 87 and men are living past age 82. It takes care of that. So number three is live too long. To learn more and get a free quote, drop a comment below.
So just to piggyback off of that, Rolando, is that
Mhm.
those are just the basic things of why people need life insurance. But if you get more technical, oh my God, you could do it in so many other ways as well. But I really do believe that life insurance is the foundation of any financial portfolio. So before people start investing, before people start doing major, purchases, they should always think about having their life insurance set before moving forward.
I believe that our communities will be completely different if our our previous generation would have taken care of and we continue to pass that because the wealthy just leave heavy life insurance policies and that
Mm.
wealth just continues to do this.
Yep.
But in our communities, what do we leave behind? GoFundMe
Nothing.
accounts, raffles,
Yeah.
games,
Yeah,
shirts.
that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just,
When it
just
could
like
be taken care of.
Yes, that's the point. And this is we have information laying your financial foundation. We have free webinars. People could register through our our in social media accounts. You could direct messages. The phone number 713-702-7143, and it's just free information. I'm not asking you, you're gonna buy something. I'm not asking you, we need to sign up for anything. No,
Hmm.
it's
I
just
love the way you. I love the way you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Karina, but I love the way you just said that because a lot of people when they see things like this promos, they are quick to think, oh, they just trying to sell us something. No,
Yep.
just
And they
getting
run from
basic knowledge, stuff that you should know, and then
yeah.
you see the words free. It says free on there,
yeah.
so take heed to that, viewers. Take heed. Go ahead, Karina. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I know before came into this industry, I was always very worried about ads like this, right? But it's true. Like sometimes you just need to hear the information because it's gonna click, right? Or sometimes you've heard it from your parents, from your loved ones, but you push it away, right? Like that saying, you're parent deaf. But
Hmm.
there are times that you hear something in these webinars and it just makes sense, and you take that step to move forward.
We have a question.
Oh, whoa. Y'all had a question. Y'all had a question. Y'all had a question.
Okay.
Do y'all love what y'all do? Very
Hell
good.
yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely,
we
man.
enjoy it. We look forward to
Man.
it. You
Serving people, guys, and being compensated well financially, it's incredible. There's no way.
you know,
Nurturing your marriage, like having mentors and coaches that are able to look at you, say, hey, man, you're a little overweight. Go do something about it.
Right.
That's love. Like being in an environment that pushes you to become the best version of yourself.
and I wanted to go into that because our company's name is DCA. We have the Phoenix, and we are partnered with Chosen Agency, and Chosen Agency is the one that provides us with the technology that we need for automations, right? But our company name, DCA, stands to the dreamers, the creators, the achievers, right? Because we really do believe that we all have greatness within ourselves. But sometimes life beats us up and we forget that we're kings, we're queens, we're supposed to live the better life, right?
Right.
Um, that's why we love it. Every time we have a new agent that comes on board with our program, I'm so excited to see their transformation in 90 days. And that's why we have the Phoenix as our logo because we believe that the next best version of yourself will come out when you decide to kill or burn that old version of yourself and just go to the next level.
Yep.
And this is just the discover the chosen advantage. You know, we yes, the product and service that we provide to our clients is life insurance, is retirement planning, right? But the opportunity that we have is that you're able to start your path towards being a business owner in the insurance industry, and there's no overhead. Like our program is really it's free. And that's why we have webinars where it educates you about the services that you will be specializing in. But at the same time, it gives you the opportunity to see and casts the vision of what you could do in this industry as a business owner.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, no, like really, like I like that she said that. Did she get emotional? Because honestly, with y'all, when I watched that video, this well, another reason why I wanted to replay it. I had kind of got emotional, just thinking of my own family situation, and
All right.
it's a little touchy subject, but we'll keep going. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Show people how to contact you guys.
Yeah. Follow us on social media, guys.
Yeah, we're always putting, information about life insurance. Sometimes it's a little bit more technical. Sometimes it's very simple. But like we like to mix it up, right? There's a lot of other funny things. You know, if you're going, and the funny thing is, people reach out to me and they're like, you know what? I like it that your social media is not just business, business, business. It's not just life insurance. It's not just
Right.
retirement planning. You really, for me, the things that I like to share is positive. It's mindset, is keep going. Like, this is the best country in the world. What are you going to do with it? For me, because I know the mindset. We live in a society, we live in a time where it's difficult. People are struggling,
Yep.
right? We're not just
Right.
struggling financially, we're struggling mentally as well. So that's the type of content I put out there because I know people, even my sister doesn't even get on social media. She just texted me and she screenshotted the post that she likes. And she's like, I love the post you put. I want to comment this. And I was like, comment. Because if you
Yeah.
comment, you're
Hmm.
going to cause other people. But I like it that I'm causing people to start getting
Yeah.
engaged in a platform that they never thought they would, right?
Yeah.
So for me, that's the
Right.
style that I have.
And you know what's crazy, guys? The important thing about branding yourself is that people start to recognize you.
Yeah.
People don't buy the
Hmm.
products from you
Yeah.
guys. People buy you. And we
Yep.
had my sister did a gathering at a painting event, and it was like 14 couples, and one of the ladies was like, you know what, I look forward to your messages every day. I know they're going to be funny, I know they're going to be positive. And I'm like, sometimes we don't even know how much we influence and inspire people by just being positive, guys.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
I love it, man. I love it.
Right. So, are we moving? We're moving on. Oh, we've already gave them the info, the IG info. So I'm gonna post this again. You can screenshot it. You guys, contact info for Natalia and then Karina. IG name, screenshot, and whatever you have to do. I'm gonna let you guys do that also. Um, one more question before I get into the end part. We also have another picture to show. Um, the importance of life insurance. Um, So everybody knows, my sister was murdered last year, September 2nd, 2023, right? Um, I recently uploaded today the screenshot of a text message she sent to me. And just to clarify, I had no idea where to send her. So, but I knew our other sister had life insurance outside of a job. Only thing I knew was life insurance with a job. So I told her, hey, contact Kitty and she can direct you where you need to go. So, you know, for y'all to like, just when you contacted me, it was just different because, my sister died at an early age, mid 20s, and it's like if imagine if in February 2023 if she didn't have that control of her mindset of life, the importance of life insurance, where would we be? You know, there would be no money put up for her kids, put it like that. There would be no life. There wouldn't even been a life insurance, despite anything that's going on with my family as far as the life insurance and stuff. But um, it just reminded me the power and knowledge. The power and knowledge, educate yourself, and it made me kind of feel, I would say, less of a big brother at that time. But I was proud that our sister did have an avenue, but I thought about it and I'm like, damn, I should have known this, I should have been on top of this so I could have been able to relay that message in a better way. But, I, as long as she got it is what mattered. So, I just want you guys to explain the importance of life insurance, especially to the younger viewers.
You know,
And we
So
both, I'm sorry, but we all live in cities where crime, I'm not saying this will happen to people, but
yeah.
the crime rate, murder rate is high.
It's a good
And it's,
chance
it's
to get
always
it.
going up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm glad that you brought that up, Rolando, because the reality is people think about when we bring up the conversation about life insurance, a lot of people in our community, they're like, oh, taboo. They don't want to talk about it. But the reality is that we know 100% that we're going to leave this world at some point. When
mhm.
that's going to happen, we don't know that, right?
Right.
So for me, when I talk to people, the importance of life insurance is just bringing peace of mind because if anything does happen, your family is set, right? And I'm going to give you an example. I recently met with a young guy, super healthy, 22 years old. So the reason that now he's meeting with us for a quote was because his girlfriend is one of our agents. She's licensed. She wants to learn the industry. So the way that she is getting that professional hours, observation hours, is he said, I'll help you, babe. Like, what do you need me to do? I did the presentation. He sees the options. He tells me what he wants. He tells me his budget. We're doing the medical questions, right? Because the thing about life insurance, it's so available. Everybody thinks, oh, easy, I could get it. The thing is that it really looks at your health history. So
Hmm.
this is a young guy, 22 years old. It turns out that he has a tumor in his head that causes seizures. And this only happened when he was in high school. This is 2018, right? So now the medical, the insurance companies are saying, we're not saying we won't cover him, but now he needs to go through a medical exam in order to see if he is high risk for us or if he's going to pay a little bit more than the average person, right? So
Right.
why do I say that example is because parents, if you have children, lock it in when they're healthy, they're
Mm.
little, when they're young, right? The earliest you could cover your child is 2 weeks old, 14 days. As long as you get that social security number, call whoever your life insurance agent. If you don't have a life insurance agent, you can reach out to us. We do complimentary visits to give you the options, right? But that's why I stress it because this guy didn't know that he was gonna be affected when he was in high school. Imagine if his parents covered him before that, he wouldn't be going through the situation now.
Hmm.
Man.
That's
yeah.
deep.
And
God.
for me, guys, why people need life insurance. I'm from the north side. I have two friends that their kids were diagnosed with cancer, early age.
Mm.
You're talking about a year, 2 years.
Mm.
I always think, imagine if I would have touched them when their kids were 2 weeks and old,
Yeah.
Right, right.
Mhm.
right? So
They
it to
wouldn't
me,
have
it's
to.
just like illness is just a matter of time. Death, we understand 100% is guaranteed. We just don't know when. Why
Right.
not have something that's going to take care of all those needs?
That's like,
Mhm.
That's all life insurance is, guys. Life insurance is for money. It's
Yeah.
lottery. It's a secure lottery. That's
Yeah.
all.
yeah, good way to put it. Yeah,
It's
you're paying a
Sure.
monthly premium to secure the lottery your family will receive when
that's
you're
it.
no longer here.
Right.
That's
And who
it.
don't want to leave their family with some money? You
Gotta leave them
Yes.
know,
something, man.
you
Leave
gotta
them
leave them
something.
something, man. And don't just. I'm saying straight up the way I talk, man. Don't just go out here and die and don't think you gonna and don't leave your people with shit. Don't leave your kids with nothing. You
Yeah.
know, I always been here like don't
I
leave
think
your kids fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm
like
just
like
I'm an unfiltered person. I'm sorry for my
like
language. But I know that's Natalia too, so we in the same
but,
boat.
but now
Big old
like
Mark.
for me though, it was like I just had a son like 2 years ago, and my wife was like big on like because like some things that happened during the process, whatever. So she got real nervous, and that was the one of the things that prompted us to get like life insurance and stuff like that. And for me, it was almost always thinking like, what if my father or somebody would have left me something? Because
Mm.
Yes.
I never met my dad, but I did go to my dad's funeral. And at the time, it felt kind of funny because I just showed up. Never met him before. I just showed up. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them thought I was there for,
Yeah.
the money and all that stuff there. But I was just thinking, like, if we was, you know, if our parents was to leave or somebody was to leave and they was to give us a little bit just to get ahead in life, because sometimes we need some help to get ahead. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be
We all
major,
do,
you know what I'm
guys.
saying? Yeah, because
That's
like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people have great ideas, great mindset, great things they want to do in life, but they don't have the money or the finances to do. And if you're able to do that for them, hey, why not? Nah.
you
Man,
know,
if you
I'm glad that you brought that up because our mentor, Chris, that's his story. His family transformed because his grandma, when she passed, she left all her kids 100K. 100K. That 100K allowed his family to get out of the hole that they were in. They became real
hmm,
estate investors. And he always says, because of those 100K, it helped my confidence because my family was able to afford braces. How powerful is that?
Mm,
and that's something
mm,
that's like,
It
man,
sounds it
that's so
sounds
good.
very minimal, but now
yeah.
But it's so
Chris is running a multi-million-dollar business in the insurance industry, and he's only 33 years old.
Yes.
Do you understand
man,
that?
I'm 35. Yeah, I definitely understand. He's younger than me. Multi-million.
Look
I'm
at
straight
him.
make money. Hey, make you think to your head like, man, I've been doing this. I've been doing this shit kind of wrong for a while.
Listen, man,
You're
when I
missing
was
out
Man,
on, man.
33 years old and I came into this industry, man, I've been doing this shit wrong all my life.
Yeah, doing it the hard
right,
way.
man.
Doing it the
I
hard way.
understand the feeling. I understand the feeling. I can relate.
All right,
Man.
so to close y'all off, we have you wanna let's get into
Yeah, guys,
your your
this
pitch.
is my brother. This is my brother Melkin with his wife, and this is my niece Mia and Mateo. And at the practice company, there was a lot of promotions, there was a lot of contests. And guys, believe it or not, I harassed my brother for almost 2 years for him to get a policy with us. Because in our communities, insurance is like a taboo. We're like, oh, you want to kill me? Like it's one of those things where like, oh, now you want me to go? Like they never see it
Mm-hmm.
as like what I'm gonna leave behind for Mia and Mateo, but I was finally able to convince him in 2018. I covered my brother with 255,000. And at the time, guys, this is all he could afford. This is the beautiful thing about life insurance. It's not what we think you can pay. It's what you think your pocket can afford monthly. And
Right.
eventually, if 590s get better, man, maybe you can improve your policy, or maybe you can add another policy to your portfolio because you can do that. And that this happened in 2020, guys. And
Mm,
fast
that's
forward, the
yeah.
policy I gave him was in 2018, and even 2 years later in 2020 he suffers a major stroke. Listen, guys, at the time I'm in church, this is on a Sunday morning. I'm in church, and all of a sudden, my mom calls me, my sister Diana calls me, my sister in law calls me Diana, Merlin. And I'm at church, and I'm like, why are they calling me? So I pick up the phone, and my sister's like freaking out. She's like, Nati, she's like, my brother's being picked up by the emergency. They're taking him to Memorial. He's sick. He had a stroke. I said, listen, I'm at church. I'll start praying for him. Things are gonna get better. All of a sudden, my sister-in-law calls me. She's like, "Hey, Melkin's they're taking him in a helicopter to the medical center." Guys, this just happened in seconds. I sold him this policy because I was running for a promotion after harassing him for 2 years. And
Damn.
he was in ICU for 60 days, almost close to 90 days. And he survived his stroke, guys. He's not the same person. But guess the
Mhm.
blessing of a life insurance agent, guys. This is why I believe God positions you in places. Sometimes we just don't listen to him. But I decided to listen to him, right?
All right.
National Life Group
Mhm.
direct deposited. My brother, not a stranger, not this is not a story that I'm sharing from you from another agent. This is my sibling that my mom shared me, that God gave us, right? He's
Mhm.
received $138,000, guys, direct deposit.
You,
Damn.
Ask yourself, wait, ask yourself, how many people do you know in the last 3 to 5 years after COVID have suffered a stroke, cancer, an aneurysm, a heart attack?
I know a few.
And imagine how much would an extra 100 or maybe $50,000 would it help them financially out?
It would have helped them all. It would have covered a lot of those bills, you know.
yeah, and let me tell you guys, like looking at this picture, it's emotional because nobody told me. We lived it, right? 2020, I
Mhm.
want to say, was the hardest year worldwide, not just in the US. Shutdowns, layoffs, people didn't know what they were going to do. My brother-in-law, business owner, contracts closing here and there. You could imagine the stress he was under, and
Mhm.
he ends up in the hospital almost dying. He's in a coma. It's a self-induced coma. And I remember that my sister-in-law had to be at the hospital with him. The babies are home, like they came to work with us, not understanding what's happening. But guess what? Rent doesn't stop, cell phone bill
Nope.
doesn't stop,
Lights don't stop.
lights doesn't stop. Like, so we're taking care of us. My mother-in-law has her family, my sister-in-law has her family, but guess what? Now we have to take care of my brother-in-law, right? Because we're a family. So we felt the whole financial burden because it's 2020. Like, people maybe not even working full,
Yeah.
All
you
right.
know?
It was hard.
So for us, it was so emotional because now I realized why the number one reason people file bankruptcy in the United States, it is debt. But if you want to get very focused into what type of debt, is medical bills.
Yep.
Yep.
Medical bills. We don't
Exactly.
we don't plan on getting sick. It's not like we're looking at our agenda right now, right, Rolando? And we're like, okay, tomorrow, next week on the 15th, I'm gonna get a heart attack. Let me plan for that. Like, we can't do that. It just happens,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And he got this check, and I get chills thinking about it because January the 6th, he calls at 4:35 in the morning. Guys, this is a 40-year-old man crying that he could not believe he had a six-figure deposit in his account. That's life
Guys,
insurance.
that's life insurance. When he asked me, do you love what you do?
Love
Man,
it.
you
Yeah, that's it.
imagine that's my brother. I
That's a
changed his
blessing.
trajectory. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's it
couldn't
right
ask for nothing. You couldn't ask for anything better. You know. So,
So
man, that was a blessing.
I always tell people, life insurance agents, and at all my agents when I'm training them, we are superheroes undercover. People don't see it like that, but we have the
there.
power to change legacies, you know? And in the medical world, I could keep doing that, right? Because that's what you do. You make people feel better. But after I read the book by Joe Jordan, Living a Life of Significance, in the medical world, when a patient passes away, the doctor can't do anything for the family. He could just tell
Mhm.
you, my deepest condolences. That's it. In this world, I show up with a benefit. For my brother in law, we showed up. Here's a check, $138,000. Imagine how
Hmm.
that family feels. That's why I
Yeah.
decided to make a career change, and that's why we're so passionate about what we do because we've seen what it has cost in our family.
Hmm. Well, I want to give y'all flowers. Y'all doing something major, and it's life changing. It's what people need to hear, and I just hope people take heed to what the information and the message that you both have brought us and brought to our world. Um, and more success to you guys. We will be collaborating more. Sharing you
Yes.
guys' message, and it'll push our message as well out on in your world. Um, I really don't have anything else I got but to thank y'all again because this meant a lot to me. So I'm gonna just leave it at that, and I'm gonna push it to Dominic because Dominic been quiet the whole episode. So I know he probably has some things he might want to ask or say. So, Dominic, the floor is yours, my boy.
Um, I don't really have much. Other than the fact, so I've always heard life insurance can be used while you're alive as well. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. So if you remember from the video where Nati said three reasons why people need life insurance. One, you live, if you unexpectedly pass away. Two, living benefits, right? And the thing, Dominic, is that a lot of people do not know that that's a benefit in their coverage. The thing is, not all coverages have it.
Mhm.
So I always bring this up because even if you do have coverage, like I believe Marcus, you said you have coverage, you and your wife got covered. My recommendation is check the documents, check the paperwork that they give you if they have living benefits. And if they don't, maybe this is the time to start thinking about upgrading your policies to make sure that you have those living benefits. Because if something does happen where you could use your life insurance while you're living, it's more beneficial than only have the option to use it when you're no longer here, you know?
Mm.
So that's what living benefits are, Dominique, is just giving you the access. So let's say you're covered for 500,000. God
Mhm.
forbid you get a stroke, you have access to that 500,000 coverage, a percentage while you're alive. That's all it means.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
that's news to me. That God damn. That
And that's why I was talking about the 22-year-old guy, because if you guys have kids and you're able to cover your kids when they're young, they're healthy, they don't have any major illnesses, you're locking in their health for the rest of their life, right? So let's say I just got one of my agents, she covered her little boy, he's not even a year old. She got him $100,000 worth of coverage for $25 a month.
Mm.
For the rest of his life, they're going to be paying $25 a month. And if anything happens to him, they have access to those $100,000 as living benefits as well.
Mm,
and that
okay.
little 25, that little 25 ain't nothing to pay.
Guys,
Yep.
listen, and that's what we want to teach our communities,
Man.
that it's not, you can start off small. It doesn't have to be 100, 200. You can start with $50 a month.
All right.
Mhm.
Eventually, finances get better, but sometimes it's better to have something in place than not to have anything at all.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, that's
All
true.
right.
It's
That's
easier to come
definitely
up with
true.
$50 a month than to come up with $20,000 in a week.
Hmm.
All
A
right.
week trying to sell plates,
Oh, yeah.
trying to fucking sell
Fish
shirts,
fries, t-shirts.
fish fries, cookouts.
Not greedy.
Fun
Yeah.
GoFundMe's. It's like
Yeah.
why do all that where you can just pay this little amount of money and be set? You never know. And then, nah, I ain't gonna say that. But I was about to say some crazy stuff, but if you know you out here running wild, put it like that in these
Oh
streets,
yeah, man. Yeah,
acting
man.
like you're acting like you're a gangster. Get you some life insurance, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
And let me add this one thing. In our industry, yes, we have there's so many other companies, right? But I always tell
Mhm.
our agents that our three competitors, it's not all these other insurance companies. I want them to touch other clients. If they don't want to go with me, good, but get life insurance. But what I
Exactly.
all of our agents, our three biggest competitors is death, illness, and old age. those are our competitors. Our job is to get to these families before those
They
competitors get,
do.
because once they get
Mhm.
there, it's gonna be difficult for us to do something.
Bars. Another bar.
Guys, I'm
God,
gonna start. Guys, I'm gonna start charging you for this bar.
I see. I got you gotta let it sound because y'all just
Hey,
dropping all this knowledge, man. But
yeah.
I
It's
want to thank y'all again. I
thank
want
you
to
so
give y'all
much.
y'all flowers. Did you have you were about to say something else before?
Just thank you so much for having us and just allowing us to have so much fun in this podcast. Being the first one that we have ever had.
Okay.
For
Um, Viewers. I'm sorry, Karina.
I was
You
gonna
was about to
say,
say something?
for me, just very grateful that you opened your platform for us to be able to get this message across, because sometimes people don't want to hear it. But I think if they hear it in an atmosphere where it's funny, it's joking, but you're still having that crucial conversation, we probably got through someone today, and that's what excites me.
Yeah. And you
Right.
know that this whole
Mhm.
podcast is about mental health. Life insurance is mental
Mhm.
health.
It is.
It,
Is
Yes.
mental.
yes.
It's pivotal for people to understand that people are suffering strokes, having aneurysms because of stress. What's leading them to stress? Money.
Hmm.
So guess
Yep.
what? Having life insurance is mental health, and having this opportunity to being able to make extra income is also another.
All right. I want to commend you guys though. I just been listening. Like, it's not even as much as what you guys doing, it's how y'all speak about it.
Yep. They're not pitching it. It's not a sales pitch. That's the
It's not
main
even
thing I was.
I'm not even there's that too, but it's like it's fluent. It just flows.
Mhm.
So that tells me like you love what you're doing and you know what you're doing.
100%.
Yep.
Because a lot of times when people are unsure what to say or what to do, whatever, they don't understand what they're doing. They kind of like I ain't gonna say hiccup a lot, but they trip over their words.
Yeah.
But you guys speak so fluent about what you're talking about, so that lets me know that you know what you're talking about too.
Thank you so
And I
much.
just
Mhm.
Thank
want to
you.
commend you with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
We take
Then the
pride
fact
in
that
you guys. I think we become student of the business, and essentially that's what brings value to the people. So it matters to us what we do.
All right.
Yeah.
then the
All right.
fact that you've been through these experiences to where life insurance needed to be applied. You know, that there is different too because I'm pretty sure there are agents out there who you know haven't been through anything. They're just doing it for the income, the money or whatnot, and probably haven't been in a situation to where life insurance needed to be applied or something happened like it happened with your brother all of a sudden. So with it's just different. And I thank y'all again, and I don't have anything else. But to the viewers and also to you too, we do have another session for the next 25 minutes. We'll be speaking on financial literacy, financial investments. So once I remove you guys from the stage, if we welcome y'all to continue watching the show. You guys have all the avenues, Facebooks, YouTubes, we're everywhere. If you want to stay on stage, you're welcome to do that too. But guys, thank y'all.
Thank you guys so
Thank you,
much.
guys. You have a
Appreciate
good
y'all.
evening.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right,
Thank
you
you.
too. All right. To continue with the show, we're going to be talking about financial investments, financial literacy. So let's kick this out with you, Mark.
Um, man, I think it's time that we start playing a long game. Like we start putting in like tap into that world. Like a lot of times we just living life. We just going through it. We don't have a backup plan. We don't have nothing long term. All we know is go to work, get paid, turn up, go to work, get paid, turn up. So I just think that man, it's time that we just start putting like strategically putting stuff in place. So we won't have to work as hard and we won't have to worry about man. I really need to leave my job because it becoming a stress. Stressful. I'm stuck. But if we have stuff set in place like 401k, stocks, investments, savings account. 'Cause a lot of people got checking accounts. I'm gonna take that back. A lot of people don't even have real bank accounts, bro. But and there's
That's
nothing
true.
against that because I have trust banks too. I have trust bank too.
Hmm.
But if you only have a prepaid account, right?
It's not gonna work.
I'm not gonna say it ain't gonna work because it can. But it lets me know like you're not thinking far with your money. Because a lot of things that you have to do don't even accept prepaid cards
Yeah, that's
or
true.
prepaid accounts. So I just think
Yep.
that man, it's time that we wake up, open our eyes, man, pay the long term, bro. Like we spent $70 on a bottle, a fifth of liquor, bro. $70. How many
Hmm.
bottles of liquor do we buy throughout the month? Say two, three. All right, that's
Yep.
$200 right there. Turn that $200 and put it into something that's gonna make you more money, or put it to the side for a rainy day. Because a lot of times we be stuck at these jobs and we be thinking like, I really want to move on to something else, but I can't right now. I'm stuck.
Right.
Well, think about all the money that we
Blue.
blew, messed over because we want to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a little bit.
Hmm.
Hey, 401k, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, like it'll change your life if you do it right.
Put
You
that
know,
money up.
like if the company gonna match something, match them. Or if you want to go above that, whatever, put a little to the side, man. You're not gonna miss it. You're not gonna miss a
Hmm.
little extra 20 $25 or whatever, $50 or whatever. You think you're gonna miss it, but you're really not. Just put it to the side every check. Think about it. You be there 3 years, man. You want to leave, you know. So just think about that. The long term. The game plan of how to work easy, not work so hard, man. Cause hey, life be life, bro.
For
Man,
real.
That's all I'm
that's
gonna
I
tell
think
you.
that's been a that's been a catch all episode, man. From you to Karina to shit Dominic. It's been life be life and now even for me though life be life but I
Life
tell
be
y'all
life.
one thing he spoke on one part of financial literacy and financial investments. I want to speak on stocks. It's not the
Man.
best not the best market. It's
Hey,
not
hold
the
on, hold
best
on, hold on, hold on, hold
if
on,
you
hold
if
on, hold
you
on, hold on,
you
hold
know
on, bro. Before you go, right, into
yeah.
that,
Hmm.
if I was patient,
We be rich right
I was
now.
patient. Oh my
Yeah, we
god,
be
bro. Every time I open up my Coinbase, I get so frustrated. 'Cause I be like, bro, I was
back
lit.
then. What year was that? What year was that, Dominic? When I was running around the shop telling everybody this
Ooh,
and that.
that was like what,
Bro, what?
2019?
2019, bro. I was, man,
2019 going to 2020.
What are you talking
I made
about?
some.
Forex?
I made some. No, I mean I was doing that too, but if you think about it, it was ways you could put it into stock markets that had the crypto outlets,
Mm.
basically, to where it would
Mm-hmm.
hold. TL said it was 2018. Thanks. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people are at the stage where they want to do something else, but they're scared to change or or put themselves into uncomfortable situations, not knowing that process can be life changing. Facts. That's true. Facts, Bergie. Man, bro, it ain't even a leap of faith no more. We used to say leap of faith,
You
take a leap of faith, just do
gotta
it.
do it.
It's just go fucking do it.
You gotta
I
do it, bro.
mean, what you got? What else you got to lose? You pissed off already.
Think about it.
Shit,
We
just
we'd have been
go.
we'd have been broke before. We'd been stressed before. We'd have been
Yeah.
we'd have been we'd have been hungry. We'd have been up. We'd have been down. We'd have been left. We'd have been
And
right.
yep,
You just gotta do it at
yep.
this point. At this point, bro, as there's no more excuses to why we not tapping into other things, dog.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more
That,
excuses, bro.
that one job, if you comfortable with that one job, I don't care if you making, I don't care if you ahead in life with that one job. At any given point, if you don't own that company, that one job can plummet. Have you another source of income always, and I ain't the best at it, but I'm always looking at ways to make money. I have my own avenues I have my own ways of doing stuff. No, I don't sell dope, but I do have other hustles. that I will turn to and try to make something happen. But from stocks, cryptos, sports bets, that even that,
It ain't the
I
look though. It ain't even a job. Like it is the job. Cause it's
yeah.
designed to keep you away
Mm-hmm.
from your own goals, whatever. But it ain't the
Hmm.
job that make it. It's the people that work them jobs that make your life like, you know what I'm
Like I
saying?
don't even want to fucking be here.
Yep.
I don't even want to be here.
It's
But
like,
you guys take a few dollars, man. That same 20 you went and bought that bottle with Friday, that same 50, man, invest some time into learning stocks. Invest some time into no crypto's not doing good right now. Everything fell because, you know, it's what they wanted. They wanted that to happen. I'm
scared
just gonna put
money
it like
don't
that.
make money, bro.
Yeah. But stocks will take time and they will turn around and they will pay off. I mean, that's just my belief. I could be wrong, but I feel like the probability of me being right is higher than me being wrong. So invest the time in learning something before you even put your money into it too. Learn what you're looking at, learn what you're doing, learn about these stocks. And you just put a fucking $5 on it and watch it flip. Put $5 on it. 10. I ain't gonna tell you $5. I'm gonna tell you 10. Gotta move at your own pace and everything. The process. Yeah, that's as far as what stocks. Uh, I mean, yeah, that's true. You do gotta move at
I
your
mean,
own pace.
I
Everything
mean,
is a process, but to put $5 on the stock instead of going to the store to buy a bottle is that ain't no pace. That is not no. That's not.
hey, think about it, bro. Like
Or into what you were saying, the savings account. Um,
like just think about like you going to buy something to eat, right? Going out to eat.
mhm.
Bro, I just went to Cane's,
How much you spend?
spent $40 on like three
Damn.
little meals or whatever. $40. I was like, God, you know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm thinking like, dang,
I
$40.
could have cooked these chicken strips.
Yeah, but the thing about it, if I, hey, you know what? Got food at the house. Let's eat some at the house. I'm gonna put this 40 into something else.
Mhm.
It could be that simple though. But I mean, I get, man. Life be life, and sometimes we just want to enjoy, you know what I'm saying, ourselves and all that stuff too. But it's like, bro, if we keep doing the same patterns and getting the same results, come on, man. Are we doing the same thing we've been doing for the past 10 years, bro? Go to work, get paid. Oh, I'm gonna go out to eat and get some drinks. I'm gonna turn up. Now I'm back at work. I don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't leave, so I'm stuck.
Mm-mm.
So it's like add on to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think for a lot of people that creates a mental, you know what I'm saying, battle even outside of work because it's like the job is cool, but I messed up my finances so much that I feel like I need more.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you don't need more. You have it. You just missing off. You know what I'm saying? What you got, whatever. So it's like instead of going out to eat, they're like, "Oh, you going out to eat, bro? Put that hour into actually creating something for yourself or something like that." So I just think it's a lot more we could be doing, man. But we just take the easy route. Like, man, I'm tired. I'm just gonna do this and do that. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Go going to work and going to work for 8, 10, 12 hours and not working on your own dreams is crazy.
Here we go. Oh, I thought you.
Hey, but no,
I'm waiting on.
but I agree because like, man, I used to be one of them dudes like, man, I worked all day. I'm finna, you know, and then I started thinking like, dang, bro, I really had a great vision. I really had
Mm-hmm.
this. I wanted to do this, and I got away from it because
Man,
and
I
I
done had
really
some.
should have been tapping in even harder. so I could not work them 12-hour shifts, them 14-hour shifts,
Mm-hmm.
them 16-hour
But
shifts, them 18-hour shifts.
but
Hmm.
if you think about this, and I think about this a lot, man, and I get mad at myself. If you, of course, if you knew then what you knew now, being in the situation that you was in, where you had the money, you'd be sitting in a totally different situation right now.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
man, I
And
learned
you
so
know
much.
what? And you know what? That's it's pro. Well, it's up there with one of the hardest pills to swallow.
Yep,
It's a hard pill to swallow, bro. When you
yep.
look back and you like, man, I had opportunity, I had the finances, but I wasn't on that. I wasn't in that mindset. I wasn't in that
Because
mindset.
I knew I could
Especially
spend this money and make it right back.
Yep.
exactly. But the thing is, we 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 didn't realize how much time we put in to save that money, like the 401ks that we had. The job we worked, the company we worked for, was excellent at 401k. I tip my hat off to them with that shit. You know, like the 401k return was like probably the best I've seen out of
Man,
every
look,
job I've probably ever had. You
you know
know,
the
Mhm.
the
crazy.
percentage that they met, what it was up to, I forgot what it was up to, but
It
it
was
They
was
like
matched up
nice.
10.
to they matched up to 5, and then they put an extra 5 or 6 on top of it. I
Yeah,
think
it was like 10
Hmm.
altogether, I think.
10 to
Yeah.
12.
See,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
see,
Yeah.
like
It was
most
10,
companies,
12. Yeah.
well, most companies not doing it, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I just left a multi-billion-dollar trucking company, bro. Do you know how much they put in their 401k?
what,
Take a
3%,
guess.
3.
2.
I couldn't make so much damn money. It
Nothing.
ain't 3, 0.
Nothing, bro. So look, I had set up my 401k. I'm thinking like, all right, cool, boom, boom, boom. Bro, I'm the only one putting money in there. They
No
got
matching on that.
but they do have a thing called the ESOP, the employee stock
Hmm.
thing, whatever. But you only can get it if you beat it. Like, all right, so you have to be there a year before they even put you in the program.
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, you have to be there for 3 years before you even make money. In your third year, you're only 20% vested. So to be fully vested, I'm gonna say like
You
six
gotta be there
years.
forever. You there
6 years
six
to be
years too
fully
long.
vested. Something like,
Man,
but I mean it's cool.
yeah,
But
if
just
you make
think
your
about it.
employees happy, it's cool.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Just think about it like, bro, life be life and sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You be there 3 years, bro, you screwed.
Yeah.
So just like dang, they don't do the 401k. They have it, they provide it, but they don't invest in the 401k. And
And
the
I
and the
wanted
thing
to
about
know. Oh, okay.
and the thing about
Go
the
ahead.
ESOP is based off all the money that the other employees make for the company. It's not what the company putting in, it's how much money the employees made for the company. So the company
Mm-hmm.
just
Hmm. I want to tell the viewers one thing. It's easier said than done, but stay out of that 401k. Leave it the fuck alone. Just leave it alone. Like
hey,
this coming from a person who done seen a lot, a lot in the 401k.
don't
The
even create
same
a
person,
password for it. Don't even log into
yeah,
it.
leave it alone. This same person took all that shit out just because he seen it in there and knew he was gonna spend it. You know, this is like 8 years ago, 5 years. I mean, 6 years ago. All in the same range of years. And I just blew it through parties, big birthday bash, spinning bands, and
Yeah, you did.
it was
You
one of the
did.
most dumbest decisions I've ever made in my fucking life. But
And
to see,
I will
and
say you enjoyed yourself,
I did.
but I will go on the
I
record
was,
and say, I told you, hey, you ain't gotta
you
go that
did.
hard. You ain't gotta go that
Yep,
hard. But
definitely did. I think culture, bro, and what we feel like is the good things to do, and not being told. I mean, well, not taking heed to what you're being told because you can sit there and watch. You see the rappers, you see the celebrities, you see the OGs, you
yeah,
see the big names in your city, got the bands. You just want to feel it. And
experience it.
but
Yep.
but the thing is, when you feel it, you want to feel it again.
Yep.
Like I
Cause it only
thrive.
lasts for so long. It lasts for very small amount
Hell
of time.
yeah! I seen 20 bands go like that.
Yep.
Within like, bro, I hate to put my business out here, but I think I spent 20 bands in 2 months, like easily, probably less. Then I spent another 10 bands. That shit was gone in 2 weeks. 10 bands gone in 2 weeks for sure. I remember that. Before I got paid my next check, I was on vacation. That 10 bands was down to like 1,000, and it's stupid, bro. It's dumb as
Man,
fuck. But leave that money in there. Cause
looking back, you even say that, ain't
right
it?
now, I wish I had that fucking money. You know,
Man,
I would be investing better. But that's my worthy for all on 401k and stocks, man. Financial literacy at its finest from people who've experienced it. This to the younger generation though, who haven't been
man,
in the working field to
man.
make
You,
that amount of money yet.
it's crazy because it's like, man, learning from those experiences. Like I was talking to my little bro, not my real little bro, but what I'm saying, somebody that call my little
Hmm.
bro, and
Hmm.
he moving on to like different areas, going into like what I'm saying, he got a good job and all that stuff. Then and the first thing I told him was like, hey, bro, hey, set you up, what I'm saying, a 401k savings account. Hey, put money into it and don't look at it
Right.
because what I'm saying, it's gonna come a point in time where you gonna be like, man, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you're gonna really need to do it, and you're gonna have that
Hmm.
as a safety net to catch you because life gonna life.
Hmm.
And
Life
another
gonna
damn thing, ain't no excuse if you got kids why you not putting into a 401k. That is no damn excuse. If anything, that should be the best reason you do it.
right, and it
Cause
ain't even
like
just
we
401k with your job, bro. Like a lot of these, what I'm saying,
put put some money
there's
up,
different ways to get
savings.
401k, bro. I mean,
Hmm.
they got different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, that
get in
hard.
touch with
Yeah.
your bonds and stuff like that,
Yeah.
stocks and bonds, all that
Hmm.
stuff there, whatever. Like get it, get it, like tap in with your banks, develop a
Yeah.
real relationship with your banks and stuff like that,
Well,
man.
that's how I set all my 401ks up anyway through the stocks and bonds. Like I
Yeah,
ain't my shit gotta fluctuate with it. I'm not just doing straight my money and what the job putting in. Fuck that. I need something else affecting this. But I know how to manipulate it real good anyway, so I ain't gonna I get a sauce up on another episode. If y'all want the sauce, DM me. I'll tell you how to manipulate the market, when it comes to your 401k. If it if
1999,
it's if yeah, if the
1999
stocks
a
and bonds
session.
connected, just get at me. Get at me,
Hey, we
man.
gonna charge you
I know a little.
$19 just to tap in. You heard me? 19.99
I
to
know I
tap
know
in.
I know a few names that's in that
Hey, think
list
about
that
it.
you can choose
Hey,
from.
look, think about it. You got a little sauce, right? You
Hmm.
can tap in with the chat GPT, whatever that is. Create
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
whole, you know what I'm saying? What's it called?
Q&A, QTNA.
Hey, we can sell it for 19.99, bro. That's how a lot of these people getting rich anyway, bro. What we
Hmm.
doing?
Facts. The sauce can't be free forever, so
There's too many. It's
that's how
too
I
many
know.
ways.
Come on,
There's
man.
too many ways.
If y'all paying Jordan
We can,
250 for some shoes and he don't even like y'all, I know y'all can pay me
Hmm.
$10 for
we
my
can, we can,
sauce.
we can. Matter of fact, you in Houston, you can rent out your
Hmm.
Airbnb, get your little rental car, post up, take you a couple of pictures in a big crib. We got it. What we doing?
Hell no. I ain't faking shit.
What you think they be doing?
That's what I'm saying. What you think they
Oh, well,
doing?
yeah.
and
Right.
then look,
but
and then they selling you an ebook for $100.
$100, man. They're gonna
Telling
teach you
telling
how to do it.
yeah, telling you
They
something.
say
You can go on YouTube
Look,
and
speaking of
YouTube,
that,
and then
I
they
got.
got dumbasses out here paying $100 for the ebook.
$100.
Speaking of, I need to tap back into the Airbnb market, man. I got the ebook on there too. If y'all want it, I'll let y'all get it. I got it for free, so tap in and get in with me.
Get, yeah, give me a little time. You know what I'm saying? Like I would
Yeah,
love to,
it take time.
but
Look,
it's
I'm
not
gonna do
directly
it.
right now. It's like, you know,
Mm, life
uh,
is life.
No,
man.
it's
Life is
actually
life.
it's ways to get into it without actually having to own a property or whatever. But
Hmm.
Right.
it's a whole different strategy.
Yeah, I had a
Mm.
dude. It actually, I think I the same name I got. Whatever he be doing it, whatever. And he was telling me some things, but my mind went in the right spot to listen. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So,
Mhm.
but I did hear it's very fruitful though.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
imagine what I don't know if y'all ever rented an Airbnb before, but just imagine, like, bro, that what you charged me for 2 days, bro? Bro, me and my brother, bro, we went to Atlanta for his bachelorette. I mean, yeah, bachelorette for
Oh,
his
and that,
bachelor
that
party,
bro.
bro. Just let's just say we was in the hood at that. We was on what when wherever the 1017. I don't know if that's West End or East End. What Gucci Mane from, bro? That whole goddamn street was his street anyway. The goddamn gas station was called 1017 gas station. So I knew we was in the hood. And I wanna say that Airbnb was a good 5 piece. Maybe I'm not sure. But I was like, bro, this cost for this, you know? I mean it was we had a good time though. We had a good ass time. But
Yeah.
oh, and shout out to my brother, man. He just had his gender reveal today. Shout out to Trail, man. He having a boy. He got another boy on the way, man. Shout out
Okay,
to you, little
okay.
bro.
Hey, Trev, we not doing no offensive alignments, no defensive end, none of that, bro. We doing all skill
Nope.
Hmm.
positions. I understand you play good
Man,
positions. We doing skill positions, bro. That's who getting the bag.
for
Skill
real. Yup.
positions.
Yeah, yeah. I already know they gonna play football. Two boys, he gonna have them boys. Right.
Man, you
Man,
know what? I be talking about like talking to people, and I be like, man, do y'all know Trails on the line?
man, one all state MVP
On the line, bro.
Mm.
on the offensive line.
I,
And
bro,
ain't got an offensive lineman build at all, man.
at all. And to me, just even just watching him grow up is like I can understand why he was able to do it.
Literally
But the
aggressive.
fact that he did it is like even more
Hmm.
impressive because it's like, bro, my size,
He was mad, bro. Like, a
bro,
lot
my
of
size on
aggression.
the line. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to you though. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I tell a lot of people about that. You know what I'm saying? So, because that to me is very impressive, dog. To me, that's very.
Hell
And
yeah.
I think it's really, really
And
underrated.
and
Somebody your size can do that, bro.
and then you went to Boja High and did
And they running the ball, running. But anyways, like I say,
it. Yeah. One of the worst football programs
he was
of
always on like the defense stayed on the field,
Louisiana.
offense was in. But yeah,
Yeah. But shit,
kudos,
man,
kudos.
viewers, um, y'all got anything else? Final thoughts? My bad. Final thoughts, Dominic.
Mm. I don't know. Let me think. Come back to me.
Final thoughts, more. Final thoughts, more.
Man, I don't know, man. Like my mind all over the place right now, bro. I just want to
For
like,
real.
um, just like overall, just thinking, bro. Like, stop being scared, bro. Like to fall on your face, to make mistakes, to fail, anything like that, bro.
Mhm.
It's part of life. You live, you learn, you grow, you move on. Um, there's something that's on your mind all the time, bro. Hey, do it. What's holding you back? So, I guess my final thought or my final take to anybody out there, bro. Hey, chase your dreams. You know, do what makes you happy because life's too short.
Hmm.
Whatever it may be. Everybody might not agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at
Mhm.
me. You know, I like anime. I love Harry Potter. A lot of people wouldn't even know that if I wouldn't say that. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? But I'm to the point now is where it's like I went so long trying to fit in and I started losing who I was. And it's like, man, you know what? Forget it. You gonna like me for who I am or you not. So I started tapping back into everything that I love.
Mhm.
And it's like I can't even express the amount of relief that's on me because it's like I can breathe. I can be comfortable again. And I really don't even care if somebody accept it or not. So, you know,
Yeah.
just do what you want to do, man. Life too short, bro. Just be happy.
There you go. Dominic, final
Yeah,
thoughts.
that. Oh man, like we've been saying all episode, like we've been saying all episode, life be life, man. Um, and I can honestly say, I know we don't really speak on uh politics a lot, but um, I can honestly say, especially with, of course, everybody knows it's being election year, man. Look, let me tell you something. If
And
you
we're gonna go
are
in deep on that politics probably next episode too. So
right,
yeah, keep going.
if you are
Hmm.
anything, if you have the slightest pigmentation in your skin, let me tell you something. I urge you to go vote because if they let that orange dude get in there, bro, we in trouble.
That who?
Everything, every man, look, this whole Project 2025, man. If y'all haven't read up on that, bro, let me tell you something. Everything that whole plan is designed to keep us down, to keep us not even matter of fact, it's not even to keep us where we at, it's to take us lower than we've ever been so we can't get back up. And if you have the the smallest of pigmentation in your skin, that plan is not for you. It's not for us. So I mean, hey, but I can't force you, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do, but don't say you ain't been warned, man.
Um,
Project 2025, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go into depth on the next episode about that, bro.
yeah.
Something
Um,
serious.
final thoughts from me. Yeah,
Too
get some
many.
life insurance, bro. Get some life insurance. I see it. Get some life insurance, man. Like that shit is very important, bro. Like get you some life insurance. Like, it's just tap in. If you tap in with Natalia and Karina, and but if you don't feel comfortable tapping in with them, like they said, tap in with somebody. You
Hmm.
know, this coming from somebody who done been through the storm and thankful that my sister had life insurance. Died at an early age, man. So if you know me, you know my story, you know my family story, my sister's story, and you around here with no life insurance because you think that shit ain't important, and you only fooling yourself. You setting your kids up. You set your kids up to have to worry how to bury you. You know and that shit ain't right. But that's that's all I got, man. That's all I got, man.
Um, well, I mean, what I got to take us out with is, man, we did talk about life insurance today. The importance of getting it, man, and how it can help you and your family, man. So, fellas, This is a mental health podcast, man. This one is for you, man. Look, y'all paying for these OnlyFans subscriptions. Go get y'all some insurance, man. If you can buy
How?
OnlyFans, you can buy insurance, man.
I
Come
know
on,
you're
man.
gonna come so. Oh my god,
Come on, man. If you can afford that OnlyFans subscription, go get you some insurance, man. Come on.
On that note,
bro.
bro,
What are we doing?
thank y'all.